everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, I'm a second late here. A little bit of technical difficulties. My camera's very zoomed in right now. I'm not really trying to fix it. But we are here. Good morning. My name is Adam Fox. I'm here representing Connected Community Health Support as we make our way through our second quarter. Good job, everybody, for tuning in and staying followed along for the first quarter. Give yourselves pats on the back. Or if you're just showing up, oh, come on, don't do this to me. Or if you're just showing up right now, thank you for joining and welcome. So like I said, my name is Adam Fox, and this is Connected Community Health Support's free virtual bodyweight exercise training. So as I said, this is the beginning of a new quarter. So today is day 40 of week 14. It's already been 14 weeks doing this for you guys, and it's kind of crazy that the time has gone by that fast. But as I said, because we started a new quarter, we are deloading a little bit. So instead of doing the hour-long sessions, we are going back to the 30-minute sessions with only 3 sets of exercises. So today we will be doing 3 sets of all of our usual, not usual exercises, but 3 sets of 8 exercises for 25 seconds of work and 35 seconds of rest. So the whole reason that we did that little break, I just want to make sure if anyone new is joining in, or any of our patrons that have been with us for the past 14 weeks, you guys understand. We took that little break, not only just for your guys' mental sake, but physically as well. We wanted to give you a chance to kind of just relax, we call it a deload week, but the whole point of that is to kind of make sure you don't hit a plateau. So making sure that we give you that week of rest so that when you come back, you are more, readily able and from a mental and physical standpoint, able to perform better. And so your body kind of gets that break, so then it can come back and hit even harder during this week and with that week of rest that we gave you. So we are now moving to the schedule of 4 times a week. So we do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Seth Spicer does the Monday at 7:30 in the morning, and then he restreams at 12 and 5:30. And then either myself or Jacob Carroll are going to rotate between Tuesday and Thursday. We still haven't figured that out yet, but we will figure out a solid schedule for that. And then Friday, it rotates between myself, Seth, and Jacob. It just depends on the week. This first week, I pulled the shortest straw. No, I'm just kidding. This week, I took the reins and decided to do the Friday. The mornings are not really my thing, but I'm gonna make them my thing because you guys, I still have a commitment to you guys, and I want to make sure we get some good workouts in here Friday morning. Even if I don't like waking up early, but that's okay because you got to do things you don't like all the time. So let me just get my handy dandy timer out here. And remember, guys, the whole point that we're doing this is making health and fitness more accessible. Whether or not you like going to the gym or not, or if you don't like the stigmas of the gym, or if you're just not really used to exercise in general, you're kind of a beginner to movement. We want to be your outlet for movement. So with that said, we are trying to eliminate all of those barriers to exercise that I just talked about, and we believe that health and fitness should be accessible to everyone, not just those with, like I said, the accessibility to the gym or the money or any of those things that people that may want to start fitness may not have. So even transportation to a gym. So we want to make sure that if you just want to come join on, have a great workout with us. No one has to see you. You don't have to see. Well, you have to see us, but no one has to see you doing any of the movements. There's no stigmas, nothing like that. Always remember, if you have any questions, you want to contact us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, even Twitch or YouTube at ConnectedCHS. We'd always love to talk to you guys. And if you are watching this on Restream and you do have questions, please still reach out to us. We don't want you to think that we don't care about you anymore because we're not streaming it at whatever given time we usually did in the past. So please reach out to us. We still want to have this community aspect with you because we do this for you and we love you. This is our community that we've grown. It's your community as well. So seriously, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, and you catch this on the Restream, please reach out to us. We'll answer those questions. Have a nice back and forth because we do this because we love you guys. So, other things. Oh yes, always If you guys have any underlying health conditions such as knee or joint issues, heart issues, anything to do with blood pressure, anything like that, you have to take any medication, please go talk to your doctor first to make sure that this is something that, basically get his recommendation or his referral that you can do this, so you're not going to put yourself in any further pain and or possibility of injury or worse. But this is nothing too intense, so I don't think you're gonna injure yourself that bad either, physiologically, heart-wise, or anatomically, like muscles and joint-wise. So now I believe that's all. Oh yeah. Remember, 30-minute workout today, 3-minute warm-up, 3-minute cool down, 8 exercises, 3 sets, 1 through 8, and then repeat 3 times. Remember, this is a 52-week program, so it is going to get progressively harder, as you guys know. And without further ado, we are going to get started. So first thing that we're going to do here, I'm going to try to back up to stay in the light. We're just going to do some open and close gait, just like so. Just opening up the hip, putting it back down, opening up the hip. And I do apologize for the camera. I was trying to figure out why I'm so zoomed in right now, but we will figure that out somewhere down the road, because I feel I've done this stream a bunch of times and I've never seen myself this up close in person. So I'm gonna have to figure that out for you guys. All right, now we're gonna switch sides. Remember, all we're doing is bringing that knee up, bringing it back down. And as everyone joins in here, you guys will notice all 3 of us have a little bit of a different style, so to speak, when it comes to training. So if you guys like my style, thank you, I'm glad. But if you don't, that's also okay. We do have 2 other people that do the stream, so you can always watch one of the pre-recorded streams if you do not like one of our given styles, and that's totally okay. All right, now we're gonna do some leg swings, like so. Just let that hip capsule really warm up today. Nice and early in the morning. I know this feels good after laying in the bed well, maybe you wish you were still laying in the bed, but after laying in the bed all night, getting some good movement, warming up the hips, warming up the body, feels really nice. And I know that to be true, because this is hitting the spot right now. Okay. All right, just 1 second. So now we're going to do some T-spine rotations. I got to fix my camera again. My apologies, everyone out there. This is way too zoomed in, but I will figure that out, like I said. So now, T-spine rotations. Hands out in front. Bring the other hand behind the body. Follow it with your eyes, and then bring it back. Follow it with your eyes, and then bring it back, just like that. We're going to do about 5 to 7 on each side. And all we're trying to do is open up this mid-back. It's called your thoracic spine. Open up the middle of your spine. And a lot of the times when we're sitting at a desk all day or sitting in a car, this is the portion of your back that tends to hunch over and give you a perceived sense of tightness. So now we kind of want to give you almost loosen it up, I'll say, but we're not technically loosening the muscles up. We're just making the nervous system a little more comfortable with this range of motion. So here, keep on going. Perfect. All right. Next one we're going to do is some shoulder circles. So all I want you to do is actually, you can change up the rotations, whichever one feels the best for you. So if you guys want to go a little bit bigger, these are in the program today. So this is like a precursor for the movement we're doing, so we can do a little bit faster, a little bit slower, like so. Whichever one feels the best. A single arm for you, or double, alternate, clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever feels the best for you guys. So remember, we are we are the buffet for movement. So I like to say that because you guys come in, you pick the moves you want to do, and then you go home after. So, or you already are home, but it's just whatever works best for you guys. That's the whole point of me saying that little spiel. Now we're gonna do some neck circles. I want you to just rotate that neck around. Imagine like your head's a beach ball and you're trying to roll it in a nice perfect circle. Good. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Good. Now we're going to find a spot in the left and right, on the left and right, in the left space and right space to us. We're going to look at that spot, look at the other spot, look at it, look back. Just like that. What we're doing here is focusing on a goal, not focusing on the process of the movement as far as where the movement's coming from in your muscles. So all we're doing is looking to the left, looking to the right, looking to the left, looking to the right. Just like that. Now we're going to look down and look up and look down and look up and look down and look up. Just like so. Down and up. Put a rhythm to it if you'd like. And down and up and down and up. All right, perfect. Now, as the clock keeps ticking, we got a couple more seconds here. I'm going to get demonstrating the first movement. So what we're doing today, as we've done in the past, bringing it back to the OG, picking something up off the floor. So the best way to get into this position, hands on your hips, push to your knees like so. Align your back nice and flat. Pick up the object, put it back down. We are starting with that. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we're going to reach down, pick it up. All I want you guys to think about, once you get aligned in this nice position right here, all I want you to think about is picking something up on the ground and putting it down. Picking something up and putting it down. Your body is very smart and it will coordinate around whatever goal you give it. And the goal here is just picking up the pillow, putting it down. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut. There we go. All right, first one down. Already in the books. Only got 23 more to go. It's not that much. It sounds like a lot, but I know you guys are warriors behind that, behind those screens. So I know you're gonna be able to stick with me. All right. Next one, moving on to same bent over position. So align ourselves nice and good, just like this. Now, overhead press or overhead pull, just like so. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, as you see, I'm not at a straight 45-degree angle like this. I'm a little bit higher up, and that's okay. It's whatever feels better for you. My hamstrings and my lower back feel a little restricted from working out yesterday, so I'm going to stay at this level, but you guys can go lower if you want. Keep going here. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Good job, guys. I'm going to turn up my ringer just a tad so everyone can hear this. If you would like me to. If not, shoot it in the chat. Tell me to turn it off. Tell me I'm being annoying. It's okay. I've been called worse. Don't worry. Also, happy face candle. I hope you're out there. Good morning. I know I'm not Seth, but thank you for joining along, and it's a pleasure to have you here as always. Hope you're having a great day up in the BC. Nova Scotia, the British. I think that's where you're from. I can't remember. My apologies. Shoulder circle starting here in 2, 1, and begin. So these are nice and controlled and slow. We're not whipping the arms around. Nice and slow and controlled. Want to go through the full range of motion of the shoulders like this. Now we're going to go opposite way, opposite direction, just like so. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you, Adam? Was not expecting to see you on this morning. You gonna get some good movement in with us today, baby? I hope so. I'm glad to see you, man. Any of you don't know, that's my real good friend, Adam Walker. Go check him out at Outcast Athletics on Facebook or on Instagram. Go give him a like, go give him a share, give him a follow. He's a great guy. Moving on here. Next one we're doing, starting in 2, 1, and begin. So bring those knees to the elbow. And we do have a variation for this. Remember, this is just a marching variation. So if you want to just put the hands out, you can bring the knees to the hands. You can do regular marches like so. You can do happy feet, just getting the feet off the floor. Or you can go to the ground and do the bicycles like this. Either way, we're stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. Good job. I'm really happy to see that Adam joined in today. I've been training with him up in Hudson Falls for the past couple weeks, and It's nice to see that you're coming in and finally joining the CCHS crew for a little bit, my friend. Hopefully you're getting some of these movements in with us, warming yourself up. Even though I know you already had class this morning, but still, warming yourself up in a different body weight kind of way. Speaking of body weight, moving on to the squat. So remember, all we're doing is sitting down in a chair, standing back up, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So coming down and back up. I'm gonna grab a chair for this next round of the demo because all a squat is anatomically is sitting down in a chair and standing back up. But because as humans we like to make things very complicated, we decided to put this word called a squat on it instead of calling it sitting down and standing up. All right, stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. What I mean by that is, like I was saying with the warm-up, moving your head left to right, your body likes to coordinate around a goal. Your body likes to have a task that it can organize around. So if the goal of your task is to squeeze your glutes, not squat, your body is not going to organize around. Your body's not going to organize the best it can, in the most proper way, around squeezing that glute. So if you tell it, okay, all I'm doing is sitting down, standing up, organizes much better. All right, now we're doing the floor press, starting in 2, 1, and begin. So we can do this from the wall, like so. The farther back your feet are, the harder it's going to be. I want you guys to come down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and then push away. Make sure you're holding that for 3 seconds. On that lowering portion, 3 seconds. Now you can also do this on an incline surface or on the floor. We're stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. So the big thing with that is making sure the elbows are not cocked out wide like so, either at a 45-degree angle right here or nice and tight in close to you. All I want you guys to think about is pushing yourself away from the wall or away from the ground. Good job, everybody. No, I don't want to become famous. I don't want to become famous, Mr. Whoever you are. But get him out of here, please. Thank you very much. All right, now bent over ITYs, same bent over position like so. T's, Y's, and I's beginning right now. So T's and Y's, I's, I's, and Y's, and T's, and Y's, and I's. And your body loves to coordinate, not just to a task, but also to a rhythm. So if you start saying T, Y, I, it'll make you coordinate a little bit better, make it a little easier so you don't mess up the order of it. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. And proof is in the pudding. As soon as I started talking about messing up the order, I went from T's to I's. So just a little bit of proof in the pudding right there. Your brain likes to coordinate not only around a task, but also around a rhythm. That's why a lot of sprinters, they'll do, when they're doing hurdles, they'll do ta-ta-ta. So, and same thing with lifting. A lot of times you'll have tempos to lifts because the brain coordinates better around a tempo. All right, next one we got standing reach like so. Starting in 2, 1, and begin. So we're going to bring opposite arm, opposite leg up. Hold it for a second. I really want you to reach for that apple. Pretend like there's an apple on the roof, and that's what you're reaching for. Pretend like you're trying to drive that knee through the ceiling while holding this balance right here. So I want you to hold for a second, come back down, hold for a second, come back down. Just like so. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut. There we go. There she is. There she is. Good morning, Happy Face Candle. How are you? I think I might have butchered where you're from. Was it Nova Scotia or BC? I can't remember. But either way, thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're here. And we are moving on to the second set. So everyone give yourself a little pat on the back. You made it through the first set. Good job. And that's what's really important. Cherishing those tiny victories, like making it through this first set. Speaking of that, moving back to the top, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're going to pick this up and put it back down. Remember, how do we align ourselves for this? Great way. Hands press into the hips from the knees, or from the hips to the knees. Now you're in this aligned position. Pick up the pillow, put it back down. Pick it up, put it back down, just like that. That's all you got to think about is picking up the pillow, keeping that same position. Stop in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Good job, guys. Good job. All right. And again, happy face, I do apologize for being a couple minutes late this morning. Just trying to figure out this camera situation. Might have to change the browser that I'm using Restream on, but hey, we'll figure that out. I got confidence in myself. We'll figure that out. Don't worry about it. We will be here 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday for the remaining future. So overhead pull downs in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, it's almost like you're doing a pull-up. Imagine like you're doing a pull-up and or you're reaching for some stuff off the top shelf with both hands, but now you're in this bent over position. So it just changes that angle of force just by a little bit, or the angle of gravity, so it makes it a little bit harder than just doing it regular overhead. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. All right, you got 30 seconds moving on to those shoulder circles. So for any of those who cannot see it because they're watching the restream, I asked my personal trainer if I needed to eat chicken to gain muscle. He said, "No way, W-H-E-Y." That is beautiful. I love that. Start with shoulder circles in 2, 1, and begin. Nice and slow and controlled. And I hope you have a great time on the camping trip. Happy face. Tell your family we all said hello here at CCHS, and we hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care. Be safe. In Nova Scotia, I knew it. I knew it wasn't British. I knew it wasn't BC. But seriously, be safe. Have a great week, and thank you for joining in and just giving us that little tidbit. We appreciate it. And we are done with the shoulder circles. You're one of the most consistent people we have. So have a great week. Enjoy the trip, and like I said, be safe. Be safe. Be happy, and be healthy. All right. Moving on, we're going back to those bicycles or the standing elbows to knees. I'm trying not to show the floor variations because I don't think. Oh, you guys can't really see me. But the bicycles from the ground will be like this. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So just like this. And if you want, you can hold it for a second. Hold it, and hold it, hold it, and hold it, and hold it, hold it. If that's not your cup of tea, that's all right. We got different flavors for you. So we can do knees up, hitting the hands like so, or opposite side like this. Stop it in 2, 1, and cut it. Ooh, that was a little loud, my bad. Good job, guys. Good job. All right, now I'm going to demonstrate what I meant when I said a squat is just sitting up and standing down. So, I want to be a headless fox, but I don't want to just cut my head off. So, anatomically, when I say that, the position that your body needs to get into squat is the same position your body gets in to sit down and stand up. So I'm going to demonstrate this in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember that goal of the task I was talking about, right? So all I want you to do is sit down in that chair and stand back up. Sit down in that chair and stand back up, right? That's what a squat is, correct? So we put that definition on it, and now it's something different. But we take that chair away, and all we're doing is the same exact thing. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. And remember, if you guys don't have the full range of motion, that is A-okay. Keep coming back to us. Keep working with us day in or week in and week out. We will improve that range of motion so that it is constantly and consistently improving. So that say you can only do a quarter squat. Say you joined us on week 14. Say you can only do a quarter squat week 14. You stay with us. I'd say probably I can't indefinitely say this, but about a couple weeks you'll move down to a half squat, and then a 3/4 squat, and then a full squat. Starting with those wall presses right now. Perfect. So feet farther out, the harder they are. Coming down for 3 seconds, pushing away, controlling that center of mass so you're not pushing away and falling over like that. So you're coming down, pushing away, coming down, pushing away. And remember, you can do this from an incline position on an inclined surface, or you can do it from the ground. Stopping here in 2, 1, and there we go. Oh yes, the squats. Hey, man, that's all it is. All it is sitting down and standing up. So I always try to preach. It's nothing more, nothing less. We make things, as humans, we like to make things very complicated and put a technical term on it because we don't like to, some of us don't like to talk a lot. I don't know about anyone else. I love to talk, but we like to abbreviate things and try to pack as much stuff into one word as we possibly can. So, with that said, bent over ITY, starting in 2, 1, and begin. Remember, get yourself in that good position. Hands on the hips. Push to the knees. T's, Y's, and I's. Let me jump towards it. T's and Y's and I's, just like so. I's and Y's and T's. T's and Y's and I's. I know I sound goofy, but that is okay. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. Hey, I got the whole OA gang in here. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the support. I'm glad you guys could show up. I really appreciate it. This is my other side, well, not my side hustle, my main hustle, but I'm really glad you guys are here. Thank you for the support. I will be back tomorrow on Saturday to train all you guys up in Hudson Falls. So don't worry, I got a workout plan for you guys are going to love. All right, moving on here. Back to those reaches starting in 2, 1, and begin. So remember, opposite knee, opposite arm. So my right leg is on the ground, and my right hand is in the air. So, like so. You're just reaching. Pretend like there's an apple or a pear or hell, even a piece of pizza. Something you want to eat. Pretend like it's up in the sky and you're just reaching for it. Stop it here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Good job, guys. I use a lot of imagery because it's easier to paint a picture mentally than it is to tell you what position to get into. So if I tell you, hey, I want you to reach towards the sky, towards something, it's much easier than me saying, hey, I want you to put your deltoids and your inflection and elongate or protract your arm. It's just much easier to give you something that you can relate to opposed to something that's more of a scientific term. So speaking of the, back to those floor touches, starting in 2, 1, and begin. So hands on the hips, push to the knees, pick up the pillow, put it back down. Pick up the pillow, and put it back down, just like so. And ideally, as you see, I was a little bent over. You want to come back up to a full standing position like this, and not be kind of bent over like I was. That means you're driving those hips through. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Age appropriate. You want to drive the hips through. I'll keep it appropriate. Never mind. You want to just pretend like there's a wall right here, and you're trying to hit the wall with your pelvis. Okay, so that's all you got to think about at the top. Instead of squeezing your glutes, you don't necessarily want to do that because that could change how you're going to coordinate. So just think, hit the wall, just like so. All right, starting with those overhead pull downs in 2, 1, and begin. Apparently this is 2 now, just in case anyone was wondering. So from this bent over position, just like pretend like almost like we're doing a pull up. We're pulling our arms down, just like so. Also, don't forget, this is the beginning of the second set, so give yourself a little pat on the back. You almost made it through all 3. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Remember, this can be for everyone, all ages, all abilities. Whether you're an athlete or non-athlete, you can use this as a great active recovery if you are an athlete, or if you're just trying to get into movement and you're trying to, you want to kind of dip your feet in the water of fitness and movement. This is a great place to start. No stigmas, no stereotypes, none of that bad, gym, corporate gym kind of feel to it. So we're here to be your movement for outlet. Shoulder circles starting here in 2, 1, and begin. So these are going to be nice and slow and controlled. What I don't want you to do is just whip the arms around like that. I want you to bring them all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. I'm going to switch. And there's going to be a sticking point somewhere, but that's okay. That's that sticking point, and rotate those arms down. And we are done. There we go. Good job, guys. Good job, good job. All right. So we are blowing through these. It's weird to go from a hour session back down to a half hour, but I say that because it's weird because it's not usual because I got so used to the hour sessions. But this is what we used to do. We used to do the half hour, but that's why we programmed it this way, to give you that deload and then come back to a 30 minute, work our way back up to an hour. So bicycle start in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, you can do this from the ground as well. You're bringing that knee to the elbow, elbow to the knee. That's all I want you to focus on. Don't gotta focus on anything else aside from bringing the knee to the elbow or the elbow to the knee, just like so. And remember, if this isn't your cup of tea, we can also just do regular marches like so. But I would recommend the bicycle. Stop it in 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. And don't worry, I know for all you avid boxers out there, we're gonna get back to those punches soon. Maybe not next week, but the week after. We're gonna get back to those stationary punches. I know for me, those are my personal favorite movements. It's a great aerobic little body weight thing we can do that gets the heart rate up and kind of makes you feel like a beast when you're shadow boxing with yourself, pretending like you're Mike Tyson. Even though, like I said, I'm not a boxing coach, so do not take my advice, but I will give you tips. All right, moving on here, back to the squat, starting in 2, 1, and begin. So just to kind of hammer this home, I'm gonna step away from the chair, sit down, stand up, sit down, and stand up. Now, go back to the chair, sit down, and stand up. Same exact thing. Now I have that external reference of all I'm trying to do is sit down and stand up. Makes my brain coordinate a little bit better. Stop it here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Good job, guys. Good job, good job. All right. All right, so for this last one, I'm going to try to do it on the floor if my camera allows for it. I know that this is really, really, really far zoomed in. Unlike usual, it's usually not this. Usually you can see my head in this position, so I don't know what's going on with the camera, but that's all right. We're going to adjust. So if you're doing these from the ground, you're doing these from the ground, do them from your knees like so, hands shoulder width apart, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Make sure your fingers are spread out as far as they can so you can dissipate all that weight into the ground. So you're not only putting weight on some of your fingers. You're going to come down 1, 2, 3, and then push back up. 1, 2, 3, and then push back up. I want you to just push the ground away from you. Don't think about the muscles. Just think about pushing yourself away from the ground. Last one here. And push yourself away from the ground, and we are done. There we go, guys. Good job. I'm going to readjust this camera. Also, please go check us out on our website or our social medias at connectedchs.com or at CHS, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. I know we got some Twitch followers out there, or a lot of Twitch followers out there, but you guys can go join us on any of those platforms and learn a little more about us. We got a lot of free informational stuff out there, so go check it out. All right, bent over ITYs in 2, 1, and begin. So T's, why do I do this every time? Looking at the camera. T's and Y's and I's and I's and Y's and T's, just like so. Remember, it does help to, even if you sing a goofy little song, T's, Y's, I's. As long as you do something to coordinate around tempo, it'll help. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. And I did it again. As soon as I started talking, I did 2 T's in a row and then an I. So there really is a lot of pudding. There's a lot of proof in it, so to speak. All right. Perfect. So now I'm gonna move this back because I got a second. Now, it's called contralateral. Contralateral means opposite arm, opposite leg. Reaches starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So reach for the sky, reach for that apple, reach for that banana, whatever you're feeling hungry for. Or if you're, reaching for the Xbox controller, whatever it may be, just reach up. And that's all I want you to think about is reaching up and trying to bring that knee to the sky, hand to the sky. That's a good cue. There we go. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. You made it through the 3 rounds. We are done for today. We still got to cool down. but you made it through the hard part. So give yourself some pats on the back. Give yourself some hugs. Good job. You got to cherish these tiny victories. Even though it may not feel like a tiny victory, the more and more you come, these will start feeling like smaller victories, but that's good. That's a good thing. That means you're getting better, more consistent, and you're working out more. So it's not a bad thing whatsoever. Good job, guys. We're going to move on to the cool down here. First thing we're going to do, we're going to give yourself some love, baby. Nice big hugs. So you're just going to hug yourself like this. You can hold it for a second if you'd like. Hold it for a second. Just give yourself some big slaps. Also, at this time, you can do some shakeouts. So we did some upper body stuff today, as always. I want you guys to get the full benefits of this workout, so I want you to recover really well. And I want you to increase all that blood flow to the far end parts of your body, so i.e. your fingers and your feet. So what we're doing here is we're just shaking the arms out, getting some vasodilation, so to speak. What that means, just increasing blood flow. So the more blood flow, the more recovery. Let's just put it in layman's terms like that. Nice and easy to understand. Shake out one side. I want you to shake from the fingers, then shake from the elbow, then shake from the shoulder, and do it controlled. But I just want you to shake it out. I know I look crazy, but guess what? You guys can only see me. No one can see you, so it's okay if you look a little crazy. All right. Now, same concept's gonna apply. I need to show you my legs because you can't see my legs. Same concept is gonna apply. Sorry, you're not gonna be able to see my face, but shaking the leg out. Pretend like you just stepped in a big puddle. Now you're covered all the way up to your leg, all the way up to your thigh, your groin. Now you just gotta shake it out, just like so. Just like so. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, just like that. Keep shaking, keep shaking, keep shaking. And if you need a wall at any point in time, the wall, or your wall, if you want to be possessive of it because it's your house, is always your friend. So remember, shake it out. And if you can do kind of like different ranges of motion instead of just kicking straight out, go to the side, go ahead. This one's kind of up to you guys. Like I said, we're the buffet of movement. You guys get to pick what you want, and we just give you all the options. So keep on going here. Keep on going. Good. All right, now, one of the most important parts of the routine, in my opinion, is doing some breathing. I don't know why I put that chair away. I'm going to go right back and grab that chair again. So, now what we're going to do, envision your body as being a sports car, a high-performance sports car, because in all essence, that is kind of what your body is. We just don't look at it like that always. So pretend it's like one of those high-end sports car. You just drove it at 90 miles an hour for 30 minutes. Now, when you get to your destination, are you going to leave your car on, leaving it idle until you need to use it again? So say that you're going to work out tomorrow morning. Are you going to leave it idling until tomorrow morning when you have to go make another trip? Or are you going to turn it off, allow it to cool down, allow it to kind of rest and recuperate? I'm assuming everyone would pick the latter of the two options. So the way to do that for your body is now we're going to do some deep breath, or we're going to do some breathing in the nose for 2 to 4 seconds and then out of the mouth. For 4 to 8. And as you progress through this breathing, I want you guys to think about being as quiet as possible, because this should be something that you should be able to carry over into your everyday life. So it shouldn't be, it should be controlled breathing, because the whole point of doing this is to get yourself back into that rest and digest state. But if you can only maintain this breathing for the next, say, 15, 20 seconds, and we're doing this, you can't transfer over to your real life. It's not doing as much as it would if you were able to kind of instill this as a habit, breathing like this instead of breathing through your mouth, because breathing through your mouth is very problematic. There are many negative health aspects and negative health, negative things that can happen to you from breathing through your mouth. So you have a nose for a reason. We don't just have this weird thing that protrudes from our cheekbones for no reason. use it. And I know usually it's use it or lose it. You're not going to lose your nose, but over the years, facial structures do change from mouth breathing. So make sure you guys are breathing through your nose, especially if you have sleep apnea or if you have difficulty sleeping. Try to maybe tape your. I know this sounds a little abstract, a little weird, but I do this pretty often, taping my mouth when I go to sleep. All right, if you have sleep apnea, you shouldn't be taping your mouth. I apologize, but if you have sleeping issues, you feel like you get 8 hours and you're still not getting a full restful sleep. You still wake up groggy and tired. I'm not talking about the first 20 minutes when you wake up. Everyone wakes up and feels groggy and tired. I'm talking like 2-3 hours in your day and you're still like, oh, I feel like I didn't even sleep. It might be because you're breathing through your mouth. Your body does not allow as much oxygen to break off of the oxygen cell itself if you don't have a lot of CO2 in your bloodstream. I know usually CO2 we think of as like this bad, but not just environmentally, but we think of it as a bad thing. But CO2 allows to grab that oxygen off of the hemoglobin, off of the red blood cell, and deliver it to the muscles, to the organs, to the places that need them. So if you're breathing through your mouth predominantly when you sleep, you're not getting all of that. Your blood oxygen saturation is still high, but you're not getting as much. You're not getting as much of that oxygen. The CO2 is not pulling that oxygen off like I was just talking about. So making sure you're breathing through your nose can help improve your health and fitness in more ways than just sleep, I promise. So that's all I got for you guys today. Actually, I lied. I have a quote of the day, as always. So today's quote of la dia, el quoto de dia. That's definitely not how you say quote of the day. I apologize for any of our Spanish-speaking listeners because I just butchered that. So a little progress each day adds up to big results, and that's just about the most true thing that we can say for anything, not just fitness. And yeah, I know fitness. Obviously, you think about, all right, one day at a time. Just come in, grind one day, the next day, and the next day. But the little progressions. So the little things. Say you came last week and you're only doing 2 sets. Say you got 2.5, and say you got 2 2/3, right, or 2 1/3, right? That is progress, and I don't want you guys to think of that as negative. Like, oh, I couldn't finish the workout. You still did more than you did the week before. Even if you did less this week, it's the little progress, the little things that add up. So maybe you did less this week, but your reps were much more consistent, much more solid. They felt better. You sweat more. That's still improvement. So I want you guys to look at improvement as a continuum, right? It's not just a finite start and finish. Oh, I didn't because I started and I didn't finish. I'm not successful. I'm not progressing. No, it's a continuum. What I mean by that is it's an ever flowing scale, so to speak. So progression can be just tiny things. Progression can be 1 or 2 exercises more. So don't look at it as a finite. If I didn't finish, I didn't progress. Look at it as a continuum, guys. And that is all I got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. I will not be coming back on next Friday. It will be either Seth or Jake. So I hope that you guys liked hearing me. If you want to hear me spiel some more, you can always find me on Instagram at FoxesFitness518. Or you can please go check us out on Connected Community Health Support at Connected CHS on all social media accounts. And remember, as always, stay happy, stay healthy. Make sure the man don't get you down, as one of my favorite teachers used to say. So I will catch you guys on the fly. I'll see you on either Tuesday or Thursday. And I am Adam from Connected CHS.